Jobs report for April hitting the wires. Non-farm payrolls, a greater 177,000. We're expecting, as Joe pointed out, 133,000. 177,000 would be the second best of the year outside of what's in the rearview mirror.
Here last month, we said we blew it out of the water, and we did. And with President Trump at the helm, I'm telling you, he mentioned to the American people over and over again that the golden age was coming. I will tell you the golden age is here. Exactly right. Again, this is another great jobs report. Exactly what the market expected, better than expected. And I couldn't be more honored to serve under the president with these jobs numbers. And now as I continue on the road, we're going to keep pounding the pavement, and these numbers are going to continue to go up.
You know, interesting. The numbers, by the way, were very, I was a little surprised to see how strong they were, but this is very encouraging because we're already seeing many of the companies dependent upon foreign suppliers already reshoring some of their jobs. In fact, I talked just recently to a couple of entrepreneurs who are getting off their China dependency. They are going to other Southeast Asia companies for their supplies, and they're starting to look at domestic manufacturers. So they're putting orders in already for the third and fourth quarter for this. So
436,000 increase in the number of people who are employed. So this is an amazing report. The number of people, the labor force participation rate rose. So this is a really strong number. I wanted to mention one other quick thing. You know, about 2 weeks ago, every headline, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Washington Post, was, the stock market is crashing. And since then, the market has been up, like 2,800 points.
Yeah, well, you don't see that
by the way, I don't see headlines about that.
That was the point. That was the point that Scott Bessent made. Yeah, Scott Bessent made the same point yesterday. That,
exactly. He made that point. But
the golden age is officially here. It is working. Take a look at this. Every mainstream news outlet is angry this morning with the new jobs report. Here are the key data from the April jobs report. 177,000 jobs added, surpassed forecast of 130 to 138. Hourly earnings were up 3.8% year over year. Healthcare, 51,000 jobs, 29,000 in transportation, 14,000 financial activities. Just slightly low on manufacturing. It's working. Everything is going according to plan. U.S. payroll growth totals in April, defying expectations. It's working. See? It's the plan is coming. The media wanted you to believe that it was doom and gloom. But look at once again. Will this be the 9th rally day in a row for the Dow Jones? The media crickets. The panicans are hurt the most because they always panic, want you to believe that the economy's bad. Trump isn't working with his policies. Just remember, technical difficulties, please stand by while we figure out how to blame Trump. Just wait. They're going to look at this jobs report. They're going to see manufacturing was stale. Manufacturing's not coming back. Not coming back. Just wait and see how they spin this.
President Trump kicking off another busy week at the White House.
It has been yet another eventful week in Washington.
The activity level is off the charts. The president dialed in. He is executing his agenda at a lightning fast pace. Now, here's something we rarely see in American politics. President Trump is actually keeping his campaign promises, and he's doing them as quickly as possible.
This administration's moving at political light speed, and they're just getting started.
We're going to have one shot at this, and no other president's going to do what I'm doing. Goodbye. We love you. We will be back in some form. Have a good life. We will see you soon. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Official, former President Donald Trump will be running for president again in 2024.
Donald Trump got the stamina and the will to do this again? He's come under such tremendous
Everything is on the line in this election.
A busy day in the campaign world up in Butler today. Former President Trump holding a rally at 5 o'clock.
He just tried to kill President Trump.
Not even an assassin's bullet could stop him.
It feels like the climax of a superhero movie. The first act, up 2016. The second act, 2020. The third act, he almost dies. And then what happens?
Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States.
Rare in American politics, a presidential sequel.
He believes he has a, quote, mandate to bring common sense back to the country.
It's our time to take up the righteous cause of American liberty and begin the most thrilling days in the history of our country. this will be our greatest era. With God's help, over the next 4 years, we are going to lead this nation even higher, and we are going to forge the freest, most advanced, most dynamic, and most dominant civilization ever to exist on the face of this earth.
He has the opportunity to reset everything around the world.
Under President Trump's leadership, the message to America's enemies is loud and clear. Peace through strength is back.
No amount of hysteria, no amount of fear-mongering is going to shake the president's resolve.
This is the wholesale destruction of the liberal state. He is gutting liberal Washington, D.C. in a way that they say could be permanent.
47 means business. The White House is holding all the cards.
I return to the presidency confident and optimistic that we are at the start of a thrilling new era of national success.
The bottom line is whether you like Trump or you don't like him, you can't say that he's coming and not try to deliver, and he's doing so in historic fashion.
I have chills just watching the comeback story to bring back the golden age to America that President Trump has promised to us, and the job reports is proving that his tariff policy to try to bring manufacturing jobs back, it's working. Welcome back to another episode of our Libs of TikTok series. If you're new to this channel, just take a quick moment to head on down, click the subscribe button and the notification bell.
It's almost like that's the whole point.
Why is it that a lot of the times people with uteruses have to carry all the responsibility that comes with getting pregnant?
You mean women?
I think there are people. I didn't want to get into this topic.
You already did. I mean, can you be a man with a uterus?
Yes. I didn't want to have the gender discussion with you.
This is what they teach here, guys. I'm telling you.
I didn't want to have the gender versus sex discussion.
Well,
I wanted to have a discussion
yourself.
about
That's
abortion.
fine. If the father abandons, they owe child support. So that's actually not clear.
Okay,
it's
but a lot
not
of the time
case.
it's like, you know, there's like one-night stands. There's the cases of like
then
you just
stop
get
having
knocked out.
one-night stands. Like, you don't have to have sex. It's not like a thing you need to do.
You said you had sex, and now you have to live with the consequences.
Yes.
So both people should have to live with the consequences.
Yes, and here I am with this radical idea that all of humanity embraced for like 2,000 years, which the best way to live is to get married and then have sex.
But
I know
that
it's
is
against
not the reality of our society at this time, and we all know this.
Well, exactly. But what is there anything stopping you from doing that?
No.
Self-control is a virtue that every kid should re-embrace.
Still happens outside of marriages. Yes. And you were saying that because you have to be responsible for your own orgasms, does that not mean that a male or the person who contributes the sperm, okay, a biological male
contributes the sperm? So we're no longer. No, see, she said male, but then she said now we're just sperm donors. That's what we are now.
I'm a leftist. Of course I wear a mask everywhere all the time. I'm saving lives. I'm a leftist. I definitely have my pronouns in my bio. She, they, them, dragon self. I'm a leftist. Of course I don't assume the gender of my dog. I'm a leftist. Of course I'm a vegan. What are these doing in our apartment? Eggs are murder. I'm a leftist. Of course I'm pro-choice. It's not a baby, it's a fetus. I'm a leftist. Of course I'm vaccinated. Do your part. I'm a leftist. I don't say Merry Christmas.
Ready, Beyond Meat, Impossible Nuggies, go!
When I was younger, I asked my dad, if socialism doesn't work, why do people still support it? And he said, because they don't work either.
Companies represented in this room have collectively announced more than $2 trillion in new investments, and we have a total of close to $8 trillion all told. Every new investment, every new factory, and every new job created is a sign of strength in American economy.
Mr. President, thank you for what you're doing, not only to revitalize U.S. manufacturing, but helping ensure that the U.S. aerospace industry continues to lead the world in innovation.
U.S. must continue the leadership of AI.
I want to thank you, sir, for everything that you've done.
We are proud to create millions of jobs here and to make significant investments to catalyze a new era of advanced manufacturing.
We finally have a president who understands that we need to reindustrialize, we need to be made in America, made in the USA.
It's interesting how that works. You bring businesses back, jobs are created, and you have great job reports, and the golden age starts. Republicans have many faults. The Democrats only have two: everything they say and everything they do. That is the wisest things that Ronald Reagan has said. the new symbol of the Democrat Party. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments below if we should petition to have the Democrat symbol changed to the picture of that rat right there. Let me know. We can get that started ASAP. There are 3 types of people: those who make things happen, those who take from those who make things happen, and those who don't know what's happening. There are 3 types of people, and I'm so glad that our president is that type of people. That's those who make things happen. Breaking, it's true. China is starting to bend the knee. They are feeling the pressure. They are seeing that the United States is making deals with other countries, finding ways to get products from other places as well. A deal would be good for both countries. Heck yeah, I voted for this. Exactly, we did. And it's better than we expected. If this keeps rolling the way it is, this will exceed our expectations of bringing the golden age back to America.
I'm a conservative kid. Of course, when I told my dad I'm a pirate, he didn't amputate my leg. I'm a conservative kid. Of course I drink beer, root beer. I'm a conservative kid. Of course I know babies aren't just a clump of cells. I'm a conservative kid. Of course I want people to come into America legally.
Well, the month of April's over and the numbers are in. Tariffs are working. The United States brought in $15.9 billion in tariffs last month. I can only speak for myself, but there was nothing that I bought last month that made me feel like I picked up the tariff. And while everyone was freaking out, the rest of us were saying, chill out, this is a chess piece. And this is exactly what President Trump needed to do. America's back on track.
So, the president signed an executive order just this week threatening to defund sanctuary cities for their policies. Why not just arrest the leaders who are harboring and shielding illegal aliens, actually terrorists, from deportation?
Wait to see what's coming.
I might be a dumb at least I'll never be a dumb voted for Donald Trump.
Arrêtez de me répéter toutes les mêmes calices de cochonneries que tu t'es attaché trop vite, que ça aurait collé, que ça aurait pris plus de temps à mon hostie qu'on soit un couple 2 mois ou 3 mois, c'est bon.
Just scrolled past a video of a girl being like, I need to fit into this size this summer. What the f is going on? What the f is going on? Girl, you will be fine. Your groceries will be so expensive. You'll reach your goal. What the f is going on?
We are the Northside Bitches. Mess with us, you're gonna get stitches. We're good.
That was for real.
At this point in time, I don't even feel like we're employees anymore. I feel like we are hostages with health insurance. Barely. Like, work has full custody of me, but it's an abusive relationship, and HR just hands me back when I try to run. Whoever tried to get fired, but they're like, ha, I'm on to you, not today. Like, work has got full custody, somehow home gets every other weekend, but nobody's paying child support to cover the therapy bills that we need from middle management.
Tell us about your son.
This is because of the attacks on DEI by our government right now, and it's really important to me because as a person with a medical condition who needs to mask every day, it's very disheartening to see the attacks on everything in our community when really DEI and diversity in our community is what America is all about. People came here for freedom originally, and now I'm sorry, I'm really bad at an interview.
Oh, love the libs. Great news today with the jobs report. Make sure that gets out there. You share this on social media because the golden age is here. Donald Trump promised that we were going to bring jobs back to this country, and he's working on it, right? Manufacturing jobs were a little flat, but that is going to pick up. We've had promises from manufacturers that plants are being built, so that will take steam as well. But the job numbers show that the crying of the Democrat Party saying that Trump is ruining this economy, Trump is taking us down, there's going to be no jobs, wages are going to go down, it's all lies. And we saw from that Ronald Reagan meme that that's what we can trust with the Democrats. Fake news, lies. That's all they're good for. Solutions, never. They like to point the finger, make up stuff to try to get you scared to vote for them. That's only thing that they're good at, right? If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button, share it, put it on social media. Like I said, the memes as well. You can crop it, put it on your channel. I don't mind. I just want the word to get out there to show that the golden age is beginning in America. Making America great again was the promise being kept. Stock market's rebounding. Where's all the news? Where's all those influencers that were saying the stock market is going to go down, the world's over, we are going to go to the 1920s or the Great Depression? Where are you now? Where are you now to say that's amazing that wages are up? That's amazing that jobs are being added. You want to know what? Kudos. Kudos to President Trump. It'll never happen, but just wait for the media to turn. They will find something to plaster that says Donald Trump, this isn't his thing. This is Joe Biden. This is Joe Biden that brought this upon us. He's the one. That is what to expect. But if we get the information out there and we continue to show people the hypocrisy of the left, we will see that red wave again in 2026. Thank you guys for the support. Like always, there is a PayPal below to give to the channel. Thank you to those who have. It helps huge. We buy new software. We update our cameras. We get more ads pushing out there to get the message out as well. It is growing. We are over 50,000 subscribers. I want to thank you guys so much. It's you guys that is making this channel work, and I'm so grateful for it, and I will always be grateful to you guys. So thank you so much. But just like that, guys, today's video is over, and I will see you guys on the next one.